This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, and let's get right into the news. Okay, so we're talking about... So Royce the 5'9" yesterday was on the Breakfast Club, and he was talking about how T Grizzly blocked his blessings because Eminem was thinking about doing a song with him. When? Now, Bizarre chimed in on this conversation. Now, there's these gatekeepers for Eminem. Now, before I get into this, okay? Don't think I don't like Royce the 5'9" and all these guys. I like Royce the 5'9". I think he's a great rapper and everything. Detroit has a specific sound. Royce doesn't fit into that. Royce has his own rap style, okay? Bizarre is part of D12. That was Eminem's, group to put on his friends, okay? So when he talks about going platinum, he went platinum because it was a part of Eminem's whole thing. We'll get into Bizarre's rant in a second, and I'll comment on that. So Royce the 5'9", 2017, T Grizzly puts First Day out, and it goes crazy, okay? It does it was a smash record, okay? Then he has a couple other records on there that are great, okay? Helluva is a big producer in Detroit that people seek after. It means something when you get a Helluva beat. And I know this stuff because of Cook the Cash Cow, who brought me around Detroit and introduced me to a lot of the people there. Dope Boy Cash Out, Payroll. We'll go over the artists that Eminem is missing because he has the wrong people informing him of who's hot in Detroit. If you want to help the city, what about... You should have put T Grizzly on an Eminem album. You put Young M.A. on the last Eminem album, but T Grizzly's song was way bigger than Young M.A.'s song. Let's see, Young M.A., right? The Ooh song. Ooh. Where does it go? Young M.A., right? Let's see how many her Ooh did. Ooh. It did about the same as First Day Out. Maybe a little less, okay? 200 million streams just on Spotify, and you can usually match that with iTunes and everything else. That came out around the same time, and T Grizzly did about 250 million. Okay, so smash records, but you didn't put T Grizzly on or even reach out to him and give him some guidance from the city, so he doesn't even know he has the bridge. But then Royce 5'9" says he burnt a bridge that he didn't even know he had. Well, yeah, he didn't know he had it, and then he thought he was being overlooked. And people don't really look in Detroit. They don't look at Royce the 5'9" and Eminem as them as things to achieve. It's but T Grizzly was probably sick of getting the same question in every interview. Yo, what do you think about Eminem, bro? That's a big question if you make it out of Detroit. I'm sure Big Sean got the same treatment. Okay, and don't forget, Big Sean needed Kanye West to put him on. He needed that. He didn't. Eminem. I'm not criticizing Eminem because I like Eminem. He doesn't have to help this. The only reason we're talking about this is because Royce the 5'9" brought it up in the interview. We wouldn't even know about this if he didn't bring it up. If he didn't bring that up, we would never know about it. We wouldn't know that he told Eminem not to do a song with T Grizzly. That's what he said. He said to wait. It's doesn't make sense. T Grizzly did respond, and he said that that would have helped out the city. He could have been big bro to him. It would have elevated everything. So this is what Bizarre had to say. Then I'll get into who.
Yo, what's up, man? It's your boy Bizarre, man. I'm in the studio right now, working on this album, man. I stay working, man. This is my job. That's all I know. But today, man, I want to take a little time out, man, to talk about this situation. I see my homie Royce the 5'9" on the Breakfast Club today. And he was talking about the situation where Marshall was looking at T Grizzly as far as considering putting him on the record. And until you heard T Grizzly come out dissing him on the song. And I feel like I'm in the middle of all this because I'm a street nigga. And I'm in the streets more than the, average Detroit rapper or whatever. So anyway, I get asked this questions thousands of times. So by me being an OG, I tell y'all local rappers all the time, you never know who paying attention to you. You never know who watching. And y'all think that y'all are on Marshall's radar, but y'all are. because he's a rapper. He's paying attention, and if he don't know, then I'm gonna tell him. And if I don't tell him, then I'm gonna tell him. If Denon don't tell him, somebody gonna tell him. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, we know who hot in our city and who not. But to the defense, man, a lot of y'all local rappers, man, I done reached out to y'all personally myself and tried to hook up with you and vibe and build. And a lot of y'all was acting Hollywood, like y'all was stars.
Now, let me chime in there. These guys are stars in their city, and they're making money because Detroit is kind of like the Bay Area. When I got into going to Detroit more with Coot the Cash Cow, right? Because he's the main guy there. I realized that these guys are kind of like self-contained. You could be big in Detroit, you know, and you could be real big in Detroit and make a lot of money. And what are they going to say? They didn't grow up on Eminem and D12, a lot of these guys, you know? So it's like, what are they? They don't care if Bizarre comes in. Bizarre is a member of Eminem's group. They want to hear either, you know, from Eminem or Royce the 5'9", someone like that, you know, that's kind of made it in their status. Like, I'm going to be honest with you. I respect Bizarre, right? You know, he did his thing. But, you know, it's not like, whoa, it's Bizarre. You know, it's like, no, you know, it's like, you know what I mean? So it's like, they are going to act a little Hollywood, especially when they didn't ask for advice sometimes, you know? But they're going to respect it a little more coming from if Eminem wants to reach out and just give them some advice and just be a point person for them, or even Royce. Just to bounce questions off of.
And they ain't even been outside of the Detroit area code. You know what I'm saying? But hear me, humble, an 8 million record sold platinum artist.
Because of Eminem.
You know what I'm saying? Who's been around the whole world, even been on the cover of Rolling Stones. All don't mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? We trying to stay together as a Detroit, as a unit. But a lot of y'all rappers, y'all can't see that, man. So it's just funny, man, how we get other cities to twist and turn. Like I seen this little video with Lando Bando. You know, he on his platform talking about doing a song with Eminem would change your life, and how come Eminem don't reach out to more of the local celebrities and do stuff. Now, Lando, ask yourself this. These are the same rappers that were saying he wasn't even top 5 rapper in Detroit, period. So why would he reach out to do a song with them? That ain't make no sense, man. We gotta start respecting our rappers, because it was never like this when we was growing up. It ain't no division. It ain't no gangster rap, hip hop. We all is one. You gotta start respecting Slum Village. You gotta start respecting Big Sean. You gotta start respecting Eminem, D12, Obi Trice, Danny Brown. All these rappers paved the way for the city, for y'all to be able to do what y'all can do today.
Kind of. See, the game was different before. It was you couldn't get in. It's hard. Now it's easier. You got the internet and everything, so you don't need these gatekeepers to get in. Of course, everybody respects people who made it, right? But that doesn't mean you bow down and kiss their feet, you know?
To shed light on the city. And that's the bottom line. So I'm going to tell you one thing that I know as an OG. I never, ever diss a Detroit rapper to somebody out of town. Never. If I feel some type of way about a rapper, I never say it. If you come to the city and you tell me, hey man, I'm trying to get up with such. Oh, what's up with him? Oh, he cool. Oh yeah, even if I have beef with that rapper, you'll never know it. So we gotta stick together, man, because you never know who watching, man.
Now, he's right about that. You shouldn't be downplaying other people from your city, especially when Detroit hasn't made it yet. You know, be talking about the real Detroit, the sound of Detroit. Okay, that's like kind of like T Grizzley and people like I'll tell you the people that they should be looking at. Okay, Sada Baby, Wait, hold on. You got Eastside 80s, Eastside Dane. You got FMBDZ. You got Damn John Boy. You got I Swear Vezo. MIA Babyface Ray. Eastside Peasy. Lonnie Bands. Drago and Beno. GT, Payroll, 42 Doug, and Cook the Cash Cow. These are the guys they should be paying attention to. That's who's hot in Detroit. And obviously T Grizzly, we know him, but you know he's made it. No order, but that's who they should be looking at. And that's if Eminem sees this video, these are the people you should be looking at from the city. You don't got to put them on, but it's nice if you at least lend them an ear and a little advice, you know? That's all I'm saying. You know, these gatekeepers for Eminem or whatever. These guys aren't looking for Eminem to get on. These guys are getting on their own. So I don't get that whole thing where it's like, yo, he would have helped you out, bro. Like, come on. What? T Grizzly made it without Eminem, you know? So it's like, I don't think he was, you know, begging to do an Eminem song, you know? I don't know. Anyways. Probably got just sick of hearing. He's young. He's in his 20s, man. You don't think when you're in your 20s. Anyways, guys. This is Jordan Tower, JT News, and I'll check you guys next.